I'm now going to execute this warrant. If you'd just like to step out and way, sir. If you obstruct me, the police will remove you, okay?
We don't want to
I'll give you 5 seconds to move, sir, and then I'm going to...
You're causing massive stress on my heavily pregnant wife.
5, 4, 3...
Weeks.
Okay, sir, I've waited long enough. Would you like to move him out of the way, guys?
I'm not giving him permission to enter this house. This house isn't even mine.
Excuse me, sir. You obstruct me, you're going to be arrested. Do you understand? Thank you. Excuse me, sir. So you're going to be arrested,
my
sir.
dog will bite, okay?
It's alright. It's okay.
You're going to be arrested, sir. Now move.
Can you put the dog...
What's up, guys? Enigma here, and I'm a qualified body language analyst. And today we're going to be looking at this insane video of a bailiff who basically tries to bully the police into letting them storm into this guy's house and take his valuable possessions to be sold. So, let's take a look.
Record me, the police will take that because that's classed as evidence. That means you'll lose your phone.
For my own protection.
No, if you record me, I would like you to seize his phone for evidence because he's recording me.
He's recording me, it's for my own protection.
Yeah, well, I'm here on a job, okay?
He's entitled to record if we just keep calm. Hello, sir.
Hi, you okay?
Are you aware why I'm here?
Yeah, apparently it's breach of the peace, but he's the one with his foot in this household store.
Basically, this gentleman is here.
Okay.
Has he explained why he's here?
He's here to see a Mr. Jerry. You didn't give me the last name, you just said Jerry.
Mr. Weeks.
Jerry
Yes,
Weeks.
Okay.
Very obstructive. As soon as he answered, I said, "No, sir. Mr. Robson, I'm here about the match. Just been recorded for a report. It needs to be Jerry, please." No,
Okay.
I'm not Jerry. Says we could get Jerry from the pit. No. And he won't tell me his name. He's obstructive. He's tried to shut the door. I said, "No, I've got a warrant for the address. I will be entering the address and executing the warrant if you can't get me Jeremy." It's as simple as that.
So I have to explain the context here. In the UK, we have to pay for a license to watch TV, which I think is insane, and I've been sent numerous threatening letters because I refuse to pay for it. I don't even watch TV. This guy refused to pay for it, and a bailiff has actually been sent around to his house to basically take stuff and sell it because he refused to pay the £750, close to $1,000 fine for not paying the license fee. Now look at this guy. He's got one foot in the door, and that will play a big part later on, as this technically allows him to claim that he entered the house peacefully, because his body passed the doorway when there were no tensions, and thus he is legally allowed to enter the property. Bailiffs are not allowed to enter your property unless you open the front door and let them in, otherwise they actually have to hire a locksmith, which would take days to come to remove the lock from the door. The bailiff man knows this, so he makes sure to put his leg inside of the property so that he can claim that he was already inside when the police came. It's a really dodgy practice if you ask me.
Okay.
I don't actually need to say who I am. I just need to tell you that Jerry isn't here.
Okay. Can I just stop
You can say whatever you.
Basically, why are you here, sir?
Executing this court warrant.
Okay.
He hasn't shown me any warrant yet.
Okay.
I don't need to show you, sir. Under the Data Protection Act, you're not Jerry.
Okay.
And it's on this address.
Okay. Have you got any identification on you, sir?
Not on me.
No? Okay, any letters or anything like that? Driving licence?
No.
Would you be kind enough to go and get a driving licence for me? Just so I can establish who you are?
I can't at the moment.
That would be really useful for me if you could. If you don't mind doing that, sir, that's really good. And then basically we can, sort this situation out. We don't want to inconvenience you if you're obviously not this gentleman that
I didn't.
my colleague...
I told this gentleman I wasn't the gentleman he's after.
So this lady is lovely and very professional. She's trying to lower the tension in what is quite a heated situation. Imagine a man trying to force his way into your home to literally take your valuable items. It would be very horrible to go through. The license fee, in my opinion, is the single most stupid thing in Britain. Basically, we are forced to pay £160 every single year to be allowed to watch TV, and if you refuse to pay, they send you constant harassing letters like the one I have today, which literally arrived about an hour before I started recording this video. They make it look like you're under investigation by an enforcement officer, and this letter even says that one is scheduled to visit me and inspect whether or not I'm using a TV. And they're legally allowed to use the police to force themselves into my home to check if I'm using a TV. This is a private company we're talking about. It's really corrupt, but thankfully they might be getting rid of it soon, so that's really awesome.
Okay, I don't believe that's against the law. He's not an officer of the law.
Okay.
Okay, but I won't lie to you. I am Jerry Weeks.
Okay, sir, that's really kind
I'm now
of
going
you.
to enter the property
And
to
what-
control the goods to
and
sell the public auction.
No, actually, you can't. Can I see the warrant,
Can?
please?
No, yes, you can.
Let me have a look at that warrant before.
Okay.
Sorry, you ain't going
No,
any further.
I am coming in the house.
No, you ain't going any further.
I am, sir.
You're being very obstructive.
No,
Okay.
you're being
You're
obstructive.
causing
I have a live
stress.
warrant for the address,
Officer.
and I'm now going to execute this warrant.
Officer.
Under 135,
Officer,
the other unit
he has
is
been
quite quick.
he's been very intrusive
Right.
and he's
I'm
causing
not-
massive
it's not
stress on
being
my heavily
obtrusive,
pregnant
sir.
wife.
Okay.
I'm not being intrusive.
We're not
I have a
here-
live
I have a
warrant for the
heavily
address.
pregnant wife in there and you've been very
Sir.
intrusive and you're causing
Sir.
massive stress.
Okay.
Okay, and she has a medical
I'm now gonna-
condition
I'm now
where she
gonna-
has to have a cesarean in a few weeks' time.
That's
Okay,
nothing to do
because
with
she
me,
has a problem
Okay.
with her uterus.
You're coming
Okay?
out with all these excuses now,
Okay.
sir. You lied to me before.
Warrant.
I'm now going to
Sir,
execute. There's the
listen,
warrant.
There's another unit coming now. Now,
Okay.
we really do need to just
If you
calm
obstruct me, you'll be
down,
arrested. Do you
okay?
understand?
Okay, right, just listen.
Warrant. Yeah.
He's got a warrant, okay.
I haven't seen the warrant.
There's the
Okay,
warrant there.
there's the
You're not
warrant.
recording the warrant.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Well,
I promise
okay, I'll
you.
tell you
you're
what,
not.
I'll hold that there.
Sir,
I want to
sir.
see it.
No, you can
Okay.
see it.
Has it been explained what the warrant is all about?
Can I just explain one thing?
Okay.
Okay?
This guy knows exactly what he's doing. When the man opened the door, he jammed his foot inside to ensure that legally the police could force him to enter the property. I'm feeling very sorry for this officer having to put up with this, but the bailiff is legally allowed to do what he's doing, as wrong as it is.
A warrant has to be signed
it
by the
doesn't.
magistrate.
Sir.
Yes, it does. Could you please just check on your radio there? Does
Right.
a warrant have to be signed
No, it
by the
doesn't.
chief magistrate?
This warrant basically is one that he can execute, and basically it's been explained to you why he actually needs to enter and has the power to
He hasn't
enter the
explained
property.
anything yet.
Right,
Can you
Jerry.
do that for
Yes, I
me?
can.
And before he does, okay, I know for a fact that a warrant has to be signed by the court.
Okay.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
Not
it
at
does.
all.
Okay.
Right,
All
Jerry.
He's going to explain this to you.
You was
now,
found
Mr.
guilty for use of a
Boots.
television set without a license. You can record my ID at all. That's absolutely fine. On the 26th of the 1st, 2015, you've been issued a fine now, stand at £760. I've been sent here to collect the full balance. Failing that, I'll be executing the warrant to remove goods to be sold at public auction to cover the cost of your fine. Do you understand that, sir?
What's the fine?
Do you understand that, sir?
No.
Right. You've been found guilty for use of a television set without a license
Okay.
on the 26th of January this year. The courts have issued a fine. The fine has not been paid. They've now issued a warrant of control. I have the warrant of control in my possession, which I will be executing on this premises right now if this fine cannot be paid in full.
And how much
Okay?
is the fine?
The fine is at £760 at this minute in time. If this doesn't get paid, I need to make you aware of further fees that you will incur on this fine if it is not paid when I go ahead with the removal, okay?
So they actually took this guy to court and found him guilty of watching a TV without a license. You really couldn't make this up. They literally go around with TV detector vans trying to find out if you're watching TV without a license. And they then take you to court and then fine you a lot of money. In terms of the body language being shown, the bailiff is doing rapid head movement, which shows that he's incredibly alert and is experiencing stress. When we go through stress and encounter a stressor, we also go into the fight, flight, freeze response. He is moving his head rapidly from the letter to the man as he fears the man will attack him. It's very difficult to take your eyes off someone you think is a physical threat to you. And it shows that the bailiff is afraid for his safety.
That warrant doesn't have a signature on it.
Doesn't need
from
a
the
signature,
magistrates.
sir. Doesn't need a
You're not allowed to
Sir,
enter
if
the
you
premises.
obstruct me anymore, I've explained the warrant down to the T.
Could one
If
of
you
your
obstruct me
officers please
anymore, I'm going to enter the property
Okay,
now.
I know
If you
for a
obstruct me,
fact-
you're going to be arrested.
No,
Okay?
no, he's just trying to bully his way in.
you
Okay,
swear
I know for a
to-
fact that a warrant has to be signed by the
It
courts.
doesn't need to be signed by a judge.
Yes, it does have to be signed by the courts.
Maritime law, sir.
Maritime law.
Yeah, like you're
This
thinking
isn't
maritime. You've been reading
salvage.
the internet too much, sir.
And this man is causing massive stress on my heavily pregnant wife.
Okay. We're going to try and do this the best way possible, so we don't want, obviously, any distress on your good self or, obviously, what you've explained to us about your wife. We're really not here for that, okay? Our purpose here is, obviously, to make sure that this doesn't escalate so, you know, that it gets silly, okay? What we need the gentleman to be able to do is to, obviously, you know now why he's got the warrant.
So from the research that I've done, a bailiff does legally have to provide a signature on a warrant. Here is a quote I found. Quote, "The bailiff will need to provide you with evidence of your debt and the warrant with a signature and a date on it. Sometimes the enforcement agent will show a High Court writ instead. The law allows a bailiff to show you the warrant of control in hard copy or on a device. When they show this to you, make sure to check the name and address is listed. If there are any errors, the warrant may not be valid. Unquote. So this guy and the police are in the wrong. As nice as the police are here, they are allowing something illegal to take place. The warrant must be signed, and bailiffs commonly make fake warrants to bully others into letting them onto their property to make their lives easier.
It gives a power of entry, does it?
Yes. Peaceful entry. As soon as that door's open,
It's not peaceful entry. You're not being peaceful.
Entry. As soon as you open that door, sir, that is peaceful entry.
No, you have to
Yes,
be invited
it is,
in.
sir. I think you'll find you're wrong.
It's not a peaceful entry.
If it's
And
standing inside the property.
this isn't actually the front door legally.
It doesn't matter what door it is, sir. I'm inside the property.
This isn't the property.
What are you wanting to do?
I'm now going to
sir?
execute the warrant. I'm going to take control of goods to be sold at public auction to cover the cost of his fine because he's not paid it. If you can't pay this fine now, I need to make you aware that the further fees will be incurred. Okay? Would you like to pay the fine? Have you had the ability to pay the fine?
Does he have access in here? I don't believe he does.
Is it in the
You have to be careful what you say now because it is recorded.
Yeah,
I'm in the
Recorded
threshold,
online.
sir. That's
Okay.
the threshold.
Yes.
Okay, but
Right.
are you sure that he has 100%
over-
access because
over
he?
the threshold.
It doesn't make any difference. He's not over the household threshold. That this here is an extension. Okay, this here isn't even on the registry. Okay, now he has to have a signed warrant to execute.
I'm now going to execute this warrant. If you'd like to step out and way, sir, if you obstruct me, the police will remove you, okay?
We don't want to.
I'll give you 5 seconds to move, sir, and then I'm going to...
You're causing massive stress on my heavily pregnant
5,
wife.
4, 3,
Mr. Weeks.
2... Okay, sir, I've waited long enough. Would you like to move out of the way, guys?
Okay, Mr. Weeks, he has to do his job.
No, you guys think he does. He does. No, he doesn't. There's a warrant, okay? That it has to be signed by the courts. Yes, it does. It does have to be signed by the courts.
It's been issued.
I'm not giving him permission to enter this house. This house isn't even mine.
Excuse me, sir. You obstruct me, you're going to be arrested. Do you understand? Thank you. Excuse me, sir. Sir, you're going to be arrested,
my
sir.
dog will bite, okay?
It's all right. It's okay.
You're going to be arrested,
don't
sir.
worry.
Now move.
Can you put the dog?
The problem here is that the police are blindly listening to this man who has no idea about the law. He already lied saying that the police can seize his phone as evidence because he's recording him. He then lied saying that they were going to arrest him if he didn't comply. It seems that this man just likes to use his words to bully and pressure, and it seems to be working on the police here. He literally counts down as a way to pressure the guy to letting him in. It's really bad form, and hopefully the guy recording pressed charges or at least complained because that is not acceptable. That bailiff pressured the police into assisting him in illegally entering his home. This is the bailiff's job, so he obviously knows what he's doing here by putting his foot in the door. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.